Arnold Schwarzenegger's 2 rules for success wurden im weird video for high-energy, fast-paced montage of Arnold Schwarzenegger through the ages, winning Mr. Olympia, firing a machine gun in commando, laughing in an interview, giving a political speech as governor, scenes from Pumping Iron, upbeat motivational music plays. Narrator: what does it take to become a legend? To go from a small village in Austria to the top of the world in 3 different fields? For Arnold Schwarzenegger, the answer comes down to 2 simple, powerful rules. And the first one changes everything. Slightly as the title card appears, the first rule of success is to have a vision. Arnold says that if you don't have a vision of where you're going, you just drift around and never end up anywhere. He was born in Austria in 1947, a country recovering from war. His parents had a vision for him, a normal, stable life. But that was their vision, not his. Vintage footage of Austrian farms and small towns. That feeling became a clear picture when he was 11 years old. A school documentary showed him a different world. Grainy, colorful 1950s footage of New York City skyscrapers, the Golden Gate Bridge and 6-lane freeways. Narrator: huge skyscrapers, massive bridges, a land of giants. He saw America, and in that moment he knew, that's where I want to be. But how would he get there? The answer came when he walked past a store and saw a bodybuilding magazine. A high-resolution scan of the vintage magazine cover featuring Reg Park. Zoom in on Reg Park's physique. Narrator: on the cover was Reg Park, a 3-time Mr. Universe and a movie star who played Hercules. Arnold read the story inside and it all clicked into place. This is the blueprint for my life, he realized. I want to become a bodybuilding champion, just like Reg Park. I want to get into movies, just like Reg Park. And I want to make millions of dollars and be rich and famous, just like Reg Park. A visual cue shift to iconic footage from Pumping Iron. Arnold is in the gym, lifting, sweating, but smiling. Narrator: suddenly he knew exactly where he was going. And when you have a vision, everything becomes easy. People would see him training 5 or 6 hours a day and ask why he was always smiling. His answer: to me, I'm shooting for a goal. In front of me is the Mr. Universe title. So every rep that I do gets me closer to making this vision turn into reality. He wasn't just lifting weights, he was building his future, 1 rep at a time. A powerful photo of 20-year-old Arnold holding the Mr. Universe trophy, looking triumphant. Narrator: at age 20, he became the youngest Mr. Universe ever. It was because he had a goal. Narrator: think about this. Studies show that the vast majority of people, as many as 74%, dislike their jobs. They drift into a career because they have to, not because they have a burning vision. It's just work. A vision gives you a purpose. It's the difference between drifting and driving. News clips from Arnold's campaign for governor of California. Crowds cheering. People told him to start smaller, that he'd never make it. But 2 months after announcing his run, he was governor, because he had a clear vision. But having a vision is only half the battle. You will always encounter a massive obstacle. Narrator: rule number 2. Don't listen to the naysayers. Votely, kinetic typography. Words flash on screen. Impossible. Can't be done. No. Narrator: everything I ever did, Arnold recalls, the thing that I heard out of people's mouth was, that's impossible. But he trained his mind to hear something different. When they said it's impossible, he heard it is possible. When he decided to become an actor, the naysayers were out in full force. His body was too big. His accent was too thick. He would never be a leading man. Visual cue clip from Conan the Barbarian. Arnold swinging the massive sword. Narrator: he ignored them and put in the work. Acting classes, accent removal, hours of practice. Then came Conan the Barbarian. The movie was a #1 hit. The director, John Milius, told the press, if we wouldn't have had Arnold, we would have had to build one. Suddenly, the body they called a liability was his greatest asset. Visual cue clip from The Terminator. The iconic "I'll be back" scene. Narrator: then came The Terminator. Director James Cameron said that if Arnold didn't have that accent and talk like a machine, the movie wouldn't have worked.